This is Tales and Whispers, where every story is felt, not just heard.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, I want to share a story with you. It's a really simple one, but it's also incredibly powerful. And honestly, it might just change the way you think about your job, your daily grind, and even your own self-worth. It's a great reminder that purpose isn't always about some grand title. It's about how we see the part we play. So let's dive in.
All right, so our story kicks off in a factory, and there's a pretty important visitor making the rounds.
So just picture this, right? You've got a busy, noisy factory floor. The Minister of Industry is there on an official tour, checking out the machinery, watching the workers. You know, it's a very standard, formal kind of visit. But then, something completely unexpected catches his attention.
Yeah, amidst all the clang and the clatter and the routine, there's this one guy whose happiness is just impossible to miss. He's doing a super simple, repetitive task, just packing nails into boxes, but he's singing his heart out with this look of pure joy on his face. This contrast, the mundane work and this guy's amazing spirit, it literally makes the minister stop in his tracks.
So the minister walks over and he's genuinely curious, maybe even a little baffled. He just has to understand where all this happiness is coming from. So he asks him a simple question. What are you doing? And the worker's reply is, wow. It's completely out of left field. He doesn't say, I'm packing nails or I'm just doing my job. Nope. With total pride, he looks up and exclaims, I am making airplanes. You can just imagine the minister's confusion, right? Airplanes? Here? In a nail factory? And then the worker explains his incredible perspective. He sees the straight line connecting his small, seemingly minor task to this massive, amazing result. He gets it. He understands that his nails are an essential part of the puzzle, and without his work, those giant machines would never, ever get off the ground. He's not just packing nails, he's a crucial partner in a much, much bigger mission.
So this story really highlights two completely different ways of looking at our work and maybe even our lives. Let's break that down a little.
This really gets to the heart of it all. On one hand, you can be what we'll call a nail collector. From this point of view, you only see the task right in front of you. Your main motivation? It's the paycheck. But then there's the other side. You can be a partner in making the plane. And from this view, you see the bigger picture, the purpose, the real impact of what you're doing. The job isn't just a job anymore, it becomes a contribution, a part of something important.
And look, this way of thinking isn't just for factory workers. We can all find the airplane in whatever it is we do. Let's just run through a few examples.
Okay, think about the person who cleans our city streets. It's so easy to see only the broom and the dustpan, right? But they are not just a street sweeper.
No, they are actively making our communities more beautiful, more pleasant, and healthier for every single one of us. They're basically guardians of the city's beauty.
Or what about a tailor working with a needle and thread? Is that all it is, just sewing? Of course not. Their work is so much more than that.
They're actually creators of confidence. They give people that little touch of elegance and style that can totally change how they feel about themselves when they walk out the door. And let's consider a teacher in a classroom full of young kids. It's a tough, demanding job for sure, but their role goes way, way beyond just lessons on a chalkboard.
They are literally makers of generations. They are laying the groundwork for our entire future by shaping the young minds that will one day lead our world.
What about a doctor, seeing patient after patient day in and day out? Their purpose isn't just in the title on their door.
At their core, they are alleviators of human pain. Their mission is to bring comfort and healing to people when they are at their most vulnerable. It's an incredibly profound role. And finally, let's talk about a role that is the very foundation of our society, even though it's often overlooked. Being a homemaker is about so much more than just keeping a house in order. They are the first and most important educator a person will ever have. They are builders of character, nurturers of potential. And when you think about it, there is truly nothing more important than the making of a human being. You know, this whole story, all these examples, they all lead to one fundamental truth about where our value really truly comes from.
This right here is the heart of the message. Your worth isn't decided by your job title or your bank account or what anyone else thinks about you. It is decided by the value you see in yourself and in what you do. It's an inside job, not an outside one.
I mean, think about it this way. What other people say is powerless until you give it power. No one can make you feel small if you don't already agree with them on some level. And it works the other way too. All the praise in the world doesn't mean much if you don't actually believe in your own worth first. You hold the keys to your own value.
So, as we wrap things up here, I want to leave you with the same question that this whole story left me thinking about. In our own lives, right? With all the stress and the deadlines and the pressure, how much could we all benefit from that simple worker's point of view? That ability to see past the immediate task and connect with the ultimate purpose. To find joy, not just in the end result, but in knowing that we're a part of building the airplane. It's a pretty powerful thought to take with you. Thanks so much for joining me.